Hello friends, welcome to my channel DataMaking Software. In this video we are going to discuss about how to access the PostgreSQL RDBMS database from our virtual machine, which is a development environment for all the data engineers who want to explore or expertise on the data engineering technologies. So we installed many of the data engineering technologies on VM. We provided free for all the aspiring data engineers. Just to go through the description section of this video and get the where you can access the virtual machine. Okay, so let's get started. So I switched on my virtual machine. Okay, so it's running. The virtual machine is running. So I'm going to access the. I was doing the previously MySQL. So just if you want to know how to access the MySQL, just to follow the previous video how to access the MySQL database. So now in this video we focused on the PostgreSQL RDBMS database. Let's get started. So what we are going to do is we are going to use the PSQL is a SQL client for the PostgreSQL. So we are going to use that. So say sudo -u. We are going to use the default user when you start installing the Postgres. You will have the Postgres as a default user, and if you use that and PSQL. Okay, so it is going to ask the password. I set the password as DataMaking. Use the password as DataMaking. So you launched with the CLI. So you can just type /l, which will list the list of default databases available in the Postgres. Okay, now we are going to create a new database. Say create database, and database name is ecom_db, and then enter. So it says create database, done. Okay, let's do the command again. So you will see the ecom_db is created. Now let's create a table. Okay, let's create a table. Create table. Table name as customers, and then keep the ID as customer _ID, data type, and the integer as customer _ID as the column name, and the int is data type. Okay, to store the customer IDs. I just keeping very simple, and then another column cust name, and say varchar of 100, and have one more column customer email to track the email address of the customer, let's keep the data type as varchar of say 250. Okay, now so we created a table as well. So to access the tables, say /d. So we are in the customer. We created a database called ecom_db, right? So we are in the ecom_db. So you can just, if you want to know, navigate to the database, you just say /c and ecom_db. Okay, so it says ecom. There's a typo. Okay, now you are connected to the ecom_db. Now just say /d. There is no relation here. Okay, so we created a so actually the table got created in there is a database called Postgres. In that it's created. So just to use the database, use /c followed by ecom_db. I will create a same table here as well. I want it inside this database only. Okay, now put /d to show the tables. Yeah, it is created. Now insert some records. Insert into the customers tables, and values, and say ID as 1 and name as Shivan, and email address as shivan.datamaking@gmail.com is my database. It's my email address for this customer. Sorry for the background noise. So just put the insert into table name. The customers is our table name, and then values is a keyword followed by the give the value for each columns. For ID, customer ID column 1, customer name is Shivan, and the email address is shivan.datamaking @gmail.com. Okay, so one record has been inserted. Just select star from customers. Okay, so you see the data is inserted. So if you want to become a data engineer, right, so one of the skill record is the structured query language. Okay, it's a very must language. Please learn it, and also you should be having good exposure to the RDBMS databases like PostgreSQL, PostgreSQL and MySQL and SQL Server and Oracle other things. So we actually installed 3 RDBMS database servers on this development environment, which is a virtual machine. Please make use of it. So in the future video, we'll see how to connect to the SQL Server and make use of SQL Server as well. Thank you so much, friends.